What I want to show you now is a plugin called WP Robot. Now, WP Robot isn't a free plugin. It's one that you have to pay for. This is their website, wprobot.net. The reason we like this is it's very, very powerful. You can post Amazon, eBay, ClickBank, YouTube, Yahoo Answers, etc., etc. And you can monetize these. Now, the first two you can monetize with your affiliate links, and these, of course, you can insert into AdSense or other adverts into. So very, very useful. But it can also do some rewriting of the posts as well. It could do tagging, custom post intervals, add some comments, and cloak links. It's not the cheapest piece of software. I will warn you that right now. It really isn't. However, it is very, very powerful. So again, which one you decide to go for will depend upon your needs. But you can see the full package is $170. I know it's not cheap, but as I said, it's very, very powerful. And if you're serious about making auto blogs, then this is some software that you are going to need. So what we need to do first of all is we go to the options here within WP Robot, and you can see here you've got general options, post everything to published, randomize the time of the first post, randomize post times. You'd want to do that. You'd want to cloak affiliate links. Yes, you want to create tags, so it will pull the tags automatically from the posts. Now here you can have you put your Amazon options, your affiliate ID, the API key. You get these from Amazon. It'll tell you how there. So you can choose as well. If there's no description, you can skip the product. So that's quite useful. Do you want how much of a description? Put the full description on. Do you want a particular Amazon site? Post reviews as comments. Now that's very useful. And here you can sort of put a template in as to how you want the post to look. So very, very powerful. Again, articles, you can choose to pull articles. You can leave the formatting intact, or you can replace it, pick a language, and so on. And again, ClickBank, you can pull things from ClickBank. These are all based on keywords. eBay, again, Yahoo Answers, you can pull things from Yahoo Answers. So that's very good. You can pull videos from YouTube. You can Flickr pictures. You can buy modules to pull Yahoo News and RSS, or you can translate. I don't recommend using any of the translation options, simply because you can get a plugin that will do a much, much better job and integrate nicer with your website. So those are all the options available to you. So you can see you can post quite a lot here. If you go to probabilities, you can set the probability of what you want posting. So you can say, right, well, I'm mainly going to be working on Amazon products. So I want 80% Amazon. I want 5% articles, 5% ClickBank, 5% Yahoo Answers. I don't want any eBay, and I want 5% that. And what it will do is it will randomize it. So say 80% of the time you'll have Amazon, and then 5% you'll have the others. So it's up to you. This is useful for you because you can. Basically what you're doing is you're randomizing your blog. So if your particular site has lots of Amazon products, you may go for that. If there's nothing on ClickBank, you probably won't go for ClickBank at all. But if there's nothing on Amazon, you may take Amazon off. So it's up to you. Just make sure it all adds up to 100, and you'll be fine. So you can pick which one of these you want to, how often you want things to post. So that's very, very good for customizing it and really making it look good and making it unique. So this is one way of avoiding a footprint, is because what you can do is you can randomize the type of content on there. You may have no YouTube on one, you may have Yahoo Answers on another, or vice versa. You got bulk ad is an option down here. This is basically you can add a large number of keywords and pick which modules it's come from. You can see here that this is the format here for what you need to do. So you put your keyword, semicolon, the category, semicolon, how many hours or days, and then whether it's hours or days. So you can do that. Alternatively, if we just go to the main options here, we can put in keywords one at a time. So I could put in a keyword could be squirrel. You pick your category, post every 7 hours, what to post, any of those. You can search for particular categories in any of these, and then you add keyword, and then it will start posting to your blog for you automatically. Now this here is very, very useful. It's not the easiest thing to use. You need to go here to find the browse node. It's a little bit difficult. You've got to find the right department. It's not always clear. But the benefit of this particular part is that if I'm set up a site about, let's look at our Amazon categories, for example. If I've set up a site about jewellery, for example, or a subcategory of jewellery, I can create my page automatically, and what it will do is it will pull all the content from that category and put it into my blog. So I could pick my jewellery from here, and I can get the browse node ID from within that. So it maybe say it's engagement rings, and what it will do is it will just go through the whole engagement ring category and slowly but surely post it to my blog. Now this is a really, really good way of pulling content into your blogs, and I'm going to be honest, it's very, very powerful. It's I know it's an expensive tool, but it's one that's extremely effective when it comes to making money with auto blogs. It's very, very powerful, very effective, and you can see you've got lots of options here of what you can post, and you can monetize, as I said, Amazon with your affiliate link, articles with AdSense, ClickBank. You can monetize it with obviously ClickBank ID, eBay, your eBay affiliate ID, and the rest all with Amazon, with AdSense or YPN or any of the other types of posts. So very, very, very powerful. If you're really, really serious about setting up an auto blog, then this is a tool that you really, really need. But what I'm going to do in the next video is show you another tool that's a little bit different. It's cheaper, it's not quite as fully featured, but it does some of this, and it's going to help you to create a auto blog, particularly if you're aiming to create one and monetize it with AdSense. So I want to show you that next, but this is very, very useful and very powerful. It's called WP Robot, and the website's wprobot.net. The next plugin I want to show you, here's one called Caffeinated Content. It's another good plugin for automating your blog. Basically this is under settings, caffeinated content, and you can see you put your registration email and key in, which you'll get when you buy it. You can put this in if you want to. I don't tend to have the external links. A Yahoo developer IP ID, you can put that in or not, and then if you want it in debug mode, just all you need to do is fill in those two forms there and you're sorted, and then click go. Now what this is going to do for you is caffeinated content is very, very clever in where it pulls its information from. So let's go through here to caffeinated content management and I'll show you. Okay, now this is the clever part of it. Under posts you have caffeinated content management. Now what you can do is you can put your list of keywords in here. Having used this sentence here from him is actually right. It does seem better. If you just put one keyword in at a time, it seems to work much, much better. So you can pick your content. You can either upload some text files, you can use articles, some article directories, YouTube's, or Yahoo Answers. I tend to use a combination. I'll use this 3 or 4 times. So I'll do one for Yahoo Answers to start with. So let's say my keyword is, let's just say it's fatigue. You pick a post. So computed means it will create its own categories, or you can specify categories. How many tags do you want generated automatically? I want 5, because remember I'm going to integrate this with Twitter to get comments, so yeah, that's going to be good. How many questions? Any number here. Now, how many questions do you want to add? Well, again, that's up to you. You can add as many as you want. So we'll just leave it at 50. You can have the answers included as comments. You can take that off if you're going to integrate it with Twitter, or you might well decide to have it on so that it makes your blog look like there's more comments. Clean bad words. Now, there is a bad words text file which you can use, and it'll clean off those words that you don't want. Auto approve your posts, you want that. Auto approve comments. You don't want to be commenting all the posts and everything else. So here's another option. You can get links if you there's a links text file that comes with this that you can edit, and if you put these links in here, what this will do is it will make the comment author's name a link to a site that you want. It's a good way to get links, but it's not very targeted because obviously the comment author's name isn't the keyword, but you can still get some links from it, so that's something to consider. Now this is where you can put start and end date. So you know, I might put, so let's put this at 150. Let's put this as 100. Okay, a start date would be January the 1st 2000 and 10. And let's put our finish date as May the 1st 2010. And what that will do is it will spread these 100 questions over that time, so it'll randomize them through there. There's various templates you can use. What the templates do is they will rewrite the content for you. So you can use any of these. You can use random one or just a default one. What you can do with the templates is you can change how your post looks, where everything is posted, and so on. So you know, you can put AdSense ads in with it and things like that. But if you're using the all-in-one AdSense, you don't need to. So the default plugin is often suitable, and same with the comment. Markov does some rewriting of it, so you could use a Markov template, and what that will do is that will rewrite the content to some degree. And that's literally all you do, and then you click go, and off it will go. Now you can see here I've requested 150, and it's going to sit there for some time and sit and work. So there you are, it tells me it's done it now. 100 new posts, 358 new comments. So if I visit my site, we should be able to see some of the answers in here now. Right, okay, so here you can see the categories. I set the page, so you can see very, very different ones. So let's go back. You can see it's created all these categories for me. Now this is here because I set the home page to be the about page. Okay, so here you can see we have all our posts. There they all are. You can see they've got tags, they've got the categories, and so on. So with the click of a button, I've created lots and lots of posts for me. Now, using my all-in-one AdSense plugin, where's it gone? This AdSense one, I can add AdSense ads to them. I can use my Contera plugin, and that will add other links in there. Well, I can use one or the other. I can use SEO smart links, and of course, you know, it's going to create me a really, really good site. And then if I use the Twitter commentator, then obviously that is going to create additional comments, and what those comments will do is make it look like it's a real site. So, you know, this is an absolutely fantastic post, and I can repeat this as many times as I want for all the different categories. So I can do this for articles, and it will pull articles. I could do it for YouTube, and it will do that. And you can obviously upload text files to PLR articles and stuff like that. So it's a fantastic tool, and I'll just repeat this for different keywords from, say, Yahoo Answers, and I can also put in different languages if that's what I wanted to do. But you can see how easy and quick this is to work. It takes you 5 minutes, you know, in fact 2 minutes, and there you are. I've got 100 posts. You know, you can set these to whatever you want. You know, you can really mess around with this and get a lot from it. So it's a very, very powerful plugin, and one that I really do think you're going to get a lot from if you decide to invest in it and use it. I want to show you the Tweogle Twitter commentator next. Now this is a good plugin because what it does, it pulls in comments from Twitter to your own blog posts. So it looks at every tag in your post and tries to pull tweets from Twitter based from your tags and post that tweet as a comment. So it's kind of useful in that it's going to get comments onto your blog post, and that means that your blog posts look much more like they are genuinely being visited and used by people. So it's quite a useful tool. There are many other plugins like this, and this is just one that I've chosen to show you. Now, you've probably heard of Twitter, and Twitter's a fantastic tool, and you can integrate it with WordPress in a number of different ways. It's up to you to decide exactly how you want to do it. This is just one method. Now, if you've set your Twitter account to build on autopilot using one of the many services out there to build followers, then you will have a lot of followers, and you can use many of the other plugins. Now, let me just show you some of the other plugins that are available for Twitter. You can have plugins that will go both ways. So Twitter Tools is a good one. It integrates your WordPress and your Twitter account so that what you Twitter gets posted to your WordPress blog and vice versa. Here's another one as well, Twitter for WordPress. That displays your latest tweets and so on. So if you're using Twitter a lot in the niche that you're creating the website, you could use some of these plugins so that it's fresh content on your website. There's lots of different ones. So this one here looks quite useful. It handles Twitter feeds. So that's kind of could be very useful. It's got a very good rating as well. So there you are. You can see there's quite a few useful Twitter posts there that you could use. Which one you choose to use is entirely up to you and how you want to manage that integration. As I said, if you've set your Twitter account in that niche to run on autopilot, to have friends added and everything like that, then integrating it with your WordPress blog is a very, very good idea. Remember, the search engines like to see fresh content, and if your tweets are being displayed on your WordPress blog, then obviously that's fresh new content being regularly added. If the whole thing's running together on autopilot, then it works very nicely for you. It's a good way to automate traffic. Traffic can flow between the two, so Twitter people can come to your WordPress blog and WordPress people can come to your Twitter account. So it's very, very good. But we're going to just install this one because I like the fact that it takes Twitter comments. Oh, wrong button. It takes Twitter comments and puts them into your own blog post. So there you are. You can see some of it about what it does here. So one thing it does do, and this is true, is people don't like being the first to comment on a blog. So it can be very, very good to encourage people to start commenting. And if you look at a lot of blogs, they don't have any comments at all. So this can get you over that and get it so that it's starting to, starting to get comments, and it just encourages that interaction. So down here under settings we have our Tweogle Twitter commentator. So how many per post? Again, randomize this. Don't always make it the same. So this time we're going to make it 11. Yes, we want to have tweets as no follow. We don't want that. And again, let's take these off, make it look like a real comment. So there you are. You can just having a look through that. We can update our options. So we update our options and save these changes. And then what it will do is it will generate 2 comments per day automatically. So what it's doing is it's giving that organic look. It's making it look like people are naturally commenting on your site. If your site suddenly had 11 comments appear in a day, then that's a bit suspicious, and the search engines are going to go, there's something fishy about that. But having a couple a day, that looks very, very, very natural. So you can speed it up a little if you want to by clicking this button, but remember, these are auto blogs we're creating, and the whole point is that they run on autopilot. So 2 comments per day is just fine. That's all that we need to do. So basically, that's it. This will add comments to your posts to make it look like people are commenting there. So it's going to look much more like a natural blog. It's going to be fresh content for the search engines. The search engines will come to your site, see that people have commented, and that's obviously going to be good for them because they're not stupid and they understand that that means that there's people coming there. Using this option, we'll make sure it's going to look more like a real comment. So all in all, this is going to help you significantly, I believe, with your auto blog. So basically, do remember to put the tags into your post. You've got to use tags. If they're unfamiliar words, you may not get comments, but by using commonly used tags, then it will pull in tweets for you. So very, very powerful, very effective, and it's really going to help your site look more like a genuine blog and less like an auto blog. Now, the next plugin, I want to show you something called Contera WordPress plugin. You can see here there's two versions. This is for different versions of WordPress. So check your version of WordPress and install the right one. What this does is it provides Contera adverts. So it's Contera in-text ads to your posts. So some sites may not be, you may not be able to use AdSense due to either the content of the site or maybe your location, or you may find that you're not happy with AdSense performance. So Contera is another good method of monetizing your auto blog, and again, you can automatically add the post to all of your add the ads to all of your posts automatic. So it's very, very good like that. Under settings and Contera settings, you can see here we can set it. So you've got to put your publisher ID in, and you can see here you can select your links color, and so on. So it's very, very simple to set up. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and talk about this one for hours and hours. So you can pick categories and block ads and so on. So it's very, very useful. So let me just show you Contera's page for a minute. So you can see again what they do is they add these links. You can see up here they add links in like that. So again, this could be very, very useful to use with, instead of perhaps the next plugin, the SEO Smart Links. You could use SEO Smart Links to link internal and use this to link to external sites. But you can see here from this demonstration, it's showing you the sort of links that you get. So I mean, they look pretty good, don't they? So, you know, it's a very obvious link, and then of course it's a link through and an affiliate link. So people here are paying pay-per-click. So what they do is they see you, you know, your advert appears on their page. So their advert appears on your page, and when someone clicks on it, you get paid. It's kind of like AdSense, except for instead of specific blocks of text, it comes up as links, and you can set it here to different colors and so on, so that it stands out. So where do you want them? Do you want them on posts or comments? You just stick them on the posts, yeah, pretty much most of the time. So you can also say, well, I don't want them to appear straight away. It's up to you. It's up to you how you decide to do it. But it's very powerful. You can see from some of the publishers down here that have been going through, they've got some big name people using this. So it's very, very effective. Now, a lot of people are getting, shall we say, frustrated with the cost of advertising with AdWords. I mean, let's face it, it's not exactly cheap. So people are starting to look at networks like Contera, particularly big companies like Ford, Microsoft, Kellogg's, GM, US News. Yeah, these are big companies, and they're looking at sites like Contera because they provide better value for money, basically. Yes, you may not get as many clicks, but you still get good targeted clicks, and you get good, you know, a good cost. So this is beneficial to you, because if you find that, well, my AdSense aren't converting, try putting in some Contera ads. Take the AdSense out, put Contera in, and see how that works. It's slightly more subtle, and you can often find, because they're in text, you get quite a good click-through rate. So the plugin name again is Contera. If we go down here, it's called Contera. Install it and use it as well. You can't use it with AdSense, because it is contextual advertising and AdSense get upset, so use one or the other. But I would test the two, because you may find that one does better than the other. So it's another option and another way for you to monetize your website and create money from your auto blog. The next plugin to show you is SEO Smart Links plugin. This is a very, very useful plugin, because what it does is it's going to help you to automatically create links from within your text. So here you can see, here it is, and let's just install it and to show you exactly what it does. So basically here, let's just read a little bit of this. It automatically links keywords and phrases in your posts and comments with other pages. So it does cross-linking within your site. Now, you don't normally see this sort of thing within auto blogs, and furthermore, it helps you significantly with SEO. You also, this is again important, is it allows you to set up your own keywords and set a matching URL. So what I can do is I can set up certain keywords to link to external sites, i.e. Amazon, ClickBank, Commission Junction, other affiliate sites, CPA offers, or even my own network of sites. So I can use the auto blogs to promote my sites. So if we install it now, and let's activate it, and you can see it's not difficult to do. And then here we have under settings SEO Smart Links. So let's have a quick look at this. You don't want it to link to itself. I mean, you might do. Some people say you should, but not for me. Don't link the headers. Target, again, that's right. Don't target categories and tags. So again, this is another choice. You can put it in your RSS feed. So if you've submitted your RSS feeds, then it'll appear there. And you can ignore certain pages. So if you've got a contact, a privacy policy, etc., etc., then you would ignore these pages. There may be certain keywords as well that you don't want to link. And then finally, down here, what you do is, you can see here, you put your keywords in and then the URL. So it'll be keyword, comma, keyword, comma, URL. And what that will do is any of these keywords will link to that URL. So you can see how many do you want in the post. 3 links in the post is a good number. Go more than that and it looks like there's too many links. Go less than that and you're not really getting any benefit. Also, I would strongly recommend you leave this as 1. You don't want too many links with the same keyword. You want you want all the links to be different keywords. Otherwise, you're going to find in your post you're going to have 3 links all with the same keyword. So this variation also does well. Now down here, I would strongly recommend you select both of those. Bottom one basically means that when people click on the link, they're not leaving your site. If you don't have this selected, they click on it, they've gone from your site, you've lost that visitor and you may never see them again. This one here, obviously that means that any link love isn't passed through and the search engines technically won't follow through to index that page. So it just means that you're not generating external links as far as the search engines are concerned. Now, it's not difficult to use this plugin. You can see that's all you do. We've done it there. We click update options and off we go. So again, you can select that and that might be useful too. But you can see it's not difficult, very easy, and it's going to help you a lot with your internal SEO. So it's going to help you with cross navigation between your pages. That's going to impress the search engines. It's going to make it look less like an auto blog. It's going to give you a boost up the search engines. It's also going to allow you to link to external pages so that you can monetize particular keywords. So for example, if your site is about photography, you may down here enter various keywords relating to certain cameras and links to Amazon URLs. You may enter other photography type keywords linking to, I don't know, ClickBank books on photography and so on. So you can click through there and it just gives you another opportunity to monetize your blog. So I do strongly recommend this one for you. It's a free to use plugin and it's called SEO Smart Links. Let me finish off now by giving you some tips for helping you to succeed with an auto blog. Now, an auto blog is something that can make you a lot of money online. You can create an awful lot of them and through that generate a really nice passive income. So in order to succeed, the first thing is you've got to pick the right keywords. You've got to find keywords that you can rank for relatively easily and get yourself up in the search engines for without too much work. You don't want to create an auto blog based around keywords like weight loss, for example, that are highly competitive. You want really narrow, targeted websites so that you can get lots and lots of people through to your site. So that's the aim of the game here with an auto blog, is to basically get yourself ranking really, really well. You've got to pick the right keywords. You've got to focus on those keywords throughout your content and through your whole SEO. The perfect ones are ones that are low competition but high traffic. So you're going to have to do your keyword research and expect to spend some time on it. Don't expect it to magically sort of happen and you to find keywords that sort of pop up out of thin air. You need to do some work and find those keywords, and doing that research up front will make sure that you earn an awful lot more money from your sites because they're going to rank quicker. But basically, auto blogs are a numbers game. The more sites you have, the more you earn. Don't expect an auto blog to make, a single auto blog to make you rich. It's highly unlikely. But if you've got 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 of these sites, then they're likely to make you extremely rich. So you do need to think about that. It is a numbers game. Don't create 1 or 2 sites and then go, oh, I'm not making millions of dollars. Don't expect to. A couple of sites you can expect, $5, $10 a week maybe. But yeah, as I said, once you've got 100 sites up, then you can sit there and go, I'm earning nicely now. So, the more sites you have, the more you're going to earn. But you've got to get the balance between scraped and unique content, and you do need to vary this across your sites. Remember, we said earlier on that you want to avoid leaving footprints. So, if you always have your home page is unique, and then this page is that, and then that page is the other, then that's going to give it away. So, always balance of scraped and unique content so that you have a bit of both. Basically, you want some unique and some scraped, some PLR, that sort of thing, but get the balance right. But I would recommend that you don't make auto blogs your only online sites. Certainly have them as a stream of income, but just in case something happens to them or Google decides to change its mind about sites, have other streams of income. You do not want to run the risk of having your business wiped out because of one of the whims of Google. So you've got to balance auto blogs with genuine blogs and other information sites, products for sale, shopping carts, membership sites, etc, etc, etc. So you've got to get the balance between them all right, and if you can do that, then you're going to do very, very well. Auto blogs will provide you with an excellent additional stream of income and balance it with your other internet marketing activities, and you can generate a lot of money and do very, very well. So one thing to always do with your auto blogs is to try and add value. Thinking about adding value will help to make sure that your blogs survive longer. It will help to make sure that they do better and they get more traffic. Created well, you can get incoming links from other sites. I've created auto blogs, and because I've thought about what are people looking for, I'm having incoming links from people all over the place who are referring to the site because it's got valuable information on and could be considered an authority site. So always think about that. Focus on the needs of your reader. Think about what is your website visitor looking for when they come to that site. Are they looking to buy? Are they looking for information? And that's going to help you also to determine what sort of adverts you place. Are you going to place, I don't know, clickbank adverts where they're buying the product, or are you going to give them information and AdSense adverts so that they can click on the links to get more information? But you want to make each site unique. I know it's tempting to just use one template and fling them out there really, really quickly, but spend some time making each site unique, and again, it's going to step you away from possible spam sites and make sure that your auto blogging network lives an awful lot longer. If a site does well, then look at manually adding additional content. So if you've got a site and it's doing really well, it's getting a lot of traffic, you might want to add more content. You might want to get some unique content written and added to it. You may want to create additional sites in that niche based on other keywords. So think about all of that when you're creating your auto blogs. There's You know, a lot of potential there. You may create other sites. You know, I may have my auto blog and then realize, well, actually I want to create a membership site, a product site. I may want to create a couple more authority sites. I may want to target other keywords and really sort of give it a good boost. But if a site gets blacklisted, which may or may not happen, don't get emotionally entangled in it. Just go, oh well, and move on. There's pretty much nothing you can do about it. You can try appealing, but you're going to get caught up in the long process. So if it gets blacklisted, don't renew your domain name. Just move on and get on with other sites. You know, just consider it a sort of a casualty of business, if you like. It may well happen. I'm not saying it will, but if it does, then obviously you need to just move on and not get tangled up with it. And remember, with all these auto blogs, you're looking at a rapid turnaround. You're looking at creating sites very quickly and getting them out there. You don't want to spend 3 or 4 days creating a site. An hour tops. If you're looking at a network of 1,000 sites, if you spend an hour per site, that's 1,000 hours. So you need to, when you're doing this, always think about automation. How can you do things quicker and better and faster with less work? And the more you can think about that, then obviously the quicker you can create the sites. As I said, if it takes you 2 hours to create a site, it's going to take you a long time to create 1,000 sites. If it takes you 15 minutes, it's going to take you an awful lot less time. So you've always got to think about how can you do them faster and better. So when you're working on your auto blogs and you see something, you think, well, I could probably do this better. Do it better and see if it speeds things up. So remember, it's a numbers game. It's about creating the sites rapidly and getting them up there. But your auto blogs are can be very, very valuable to you. I'd strongly recommend that you use them and that you enjoy them, because there's a lot of potential with an auto blog. You can create many of these sites. You can create great additional stream of income, and of course the sites don't need any manual intervention whatsoever, which means that you can run them on autopilot and just concentrate on building more sites and generating other parts of your business. When you've got 500, 1,000 or so of these, you could be earning a significant amount of money, and it's all on autopilot with no input from yourself. So always sit and think about that when you're creating these. These sites are very powerful. They run with no manual intervention, they auto-populate, and they generate you an income pretty much on autopilot. So now you know everything you need to know about auto blogging. It's time for you to start it. Remember, when you're creating these sites, look at how you can do it better, and if you find a way, then do it better. By all means, please. There are better ways of doing some of this. There are faster ways, and I'm sure you're going to find them. So now you have the tools. It's time for you to go out, start creating your auto blogs, see how many can you get done in the next week, and see how quickly they will rank for you and how quickly they will earn for you.